Inside the home, another kind of revolution was taking place.
The 20s were a period when not only the automobile changed things, but a lot of other breakthroughs came along. Electricity was one of them. The country got electrified during that time. Of course, you have to realize that a large number of people didn't profit from electricity. The farmer, for example, didn't get electricity in many cases until the end of the 1930s. Electricity enabled you to buy all kinds of appliances, toasters, electric stoves. Just having an electric light meant a great deal.
New household appliances were reducing the drudgery of laundry, food preparation, and cleaning. That didn't mean that women spent any less time doing housework, but the nature of their work was changing. For now, they had to make smart choices from the wealth of new home consumer products. By then, too, manufacturers knew that it was no longer men, but women who were deciding what products to buy. Once associated with con artists and snake oil salesmen, the country's advertisers had helped mobilize Americans in support of World War I. Now, advertising educated Americans about the tidal wave of new products entering the marketplace and improving people's lives.
In the 1920s, the advertising industry came of age. In the 1920s, you had radio for the first time, so you could advertise through the airwaves. Also in the 1920s, there was a whole host of magazines directed at the middle class, directed at the working class, magazines directed at women, giving the advertising industry a chance to promote its products throughout a whole variety of media.
Advertising was something you needed when you could produce so many goods that there weren't enough customers. And advertising was the art of convincing somebody that they needed something they didn't even know they needed. And so you would reach them with messages, with images, and very often you could sell the idea of beauty. If you drove a beautiful car, you'd have a beautiful woman. And if you smoked cigarettes suavely, love would appear in your life. And the one I love the most is when someone had decided that Americans needed deodorants, and an advertiser thought up the best ad line of all time. Let's turn every armpit into a charm pit.
With the help of psychologists, advertisers tapped into unconscious fears, urges, and desires. Americans learned that sneaker smell, halitosis, and the dreaded BO could ruin your life. Learned that love could be found in a face cream, and that happiness was no farther away than the purchase of a new refrigerator or luxury automobile. Back in the old days, it took a well-to-do woman hours to do her hair and put on the 5 to 10 pounds of expensive corsets, petticoats, and outer garments necessary to be seen in public. Now, simple, affordable fashions could be bought in any department store.
Because for women, the big thing in advertising of the 1920s was make a woman feel guilty. So, advertising for cosmetics was, are you beautiful enough for your husband? Are your hands soft enough? Are you getting wrinkles? Is your hair getting gray? Is he going to be looking at his cute little secretary in the office? Well, what you need is a little lipstick and rouge and a little hair dye, and then you too can be a woman that your husband will be proud to be seen with.
Magazines, beauty contests, modeling, and the movies provided the role models. In 1921, Clara Bow would turn the screen test she won in a Photoplay magazine photo contest into a major movie career.
She has her own sense of style. She can be assertive. She's the one who manipulates things. She controls the action, and she wins in the end.